What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So as the markets are back open after the US holiday yesterday, today I thought it would be a good time to do a trading 212 portfolio update. As always with my trading 212 portfolio updates, we will discuss four main topics. The first of these being my overall portfolio value. The second of these will be me looking through each of my overall portfolio pies in terms of sector allocation to see how each of the sectors are doing. We'll then have a look at this week's Trading 212 Hotlist, and finally, most importantly, we'll discuss my plans for buying more stocks over the coming days and even into next week. Overall, my current portfolio is worth about €7,021. That equates to 12.12% profit, or €758. For my American viewers, that's about $8,500. And for my UK viewers, that's about 6,100 GBP. So I'm quite happy with how my portfolio is progressing. If you've seen any of my prior videos on my trading 212, you know that my overall goal is to have €100,000 invested into the market. So as we're just over 7% of the way there, it's kind of worth noting as well that we haven't made any trades over the last 5 to 6 working days. And that is mainly because I'm building up to buy more next week. And that's due to dollar cost averaging, which we will discuss later on in today's video, and I'll also go through which stocks I'm currently going to be buying more of. So by the end of next week, I hope to have my overall portfolio value at a minimum of €7,500. Again, it'll probably be the start to the middle of next week where I'll be injecting the further capital into my account. Now firstly, let's have a look through each of my overall sector pies to see how each is performing. As I haven't bought any more stocks over the last few days, I'm going to just give a brief update on each of these categories to see how they're after going up or down since we last discussed this portfolio last week. So first of all, my communication services is up 23%, and we have Walt Disney, which is up 43.7%, and Facebook is up just under 6%. In consumer discretionary, we are up 2.6% overall, with Tesla, McDonald's and Nike all in the green. Mainly Tesla and Nike are both up over 5%, with McDonald's up just 1%. Consumer staples, we have 2 of the 3 are currently in the red. Now later on I'll discuss what companies I'm going to be buying next week as well. But we have Coca-Cola in the green at 2.7%, with PepsiCo and P&G both down 2 and 4% respectively. And have the likes of my energy sector pie, which currently has 3 holdings. iShares Global Clean Energy. At the start we only had about €50 in this, and it was up about 15 to 20%. However, since I bought more, because over the long term I do feel that this ETF is only going to go in an upward trajectory, we are currently pretty much break even or down 25 cents overall, which is nothing. So long term I'm going to be holding this global clean energy ETF and buy more if it dips below 3% at any given time. We then have the likes of ExxonMobil, which is up over 50%, so I'm very happy with that, and Chevron is currently up just under 27%. With my 2 normal ETFs, we're up 15% overall, with the Vanguard S&P 500 up 15.9% and the Vanguard FTSE 100 is up 12.5%. Financials up 22% overall here, so I'm quite happy with this because we got in at a good time in terms of the economy being down a few months back, and we currently are up 22% overall, with all 5 here are in the green. Most notably, we have Goldman Sachs up nearly 55%, Bank of America up over 40%, and JP Morgan Chase up 47%. So again, I'm very happy with how that overall pie is performing. Healthcare, 2 of the 3 are currently in the green, up 8.9% overall. Pfizer is down 5.6%, so we'll be working on dollar cost averaging here, which will effectively give me a better or cheaper overall average price, which in the long term, when the company comes back to normal or even increases, we'll have a better overall profit. We then have AbbVie up nearly 20%, and J&J is up just under 12%. Industrials, we have 3 companies, 2 are in the green, with Caterpillar up nearly 29% and 3M is up nearly 6.5%, with Waste Management down about 0.5% at the moment. We currently have no holdings in the materials sector. In real estate, we're up 3.7% in realty income. We only have about €60 at the moment here, so again, I'm kind of waiting for this company to drop in value and we'll start pumping in a lot more capital. Still, my largest sector pie at the moment is the tech sector, and we're up nearly 18% with €1,338 invested. We have all 5 companies here in the green. Microsoft is up 15.8%, Amazon is up just under 5%, Apple is up over 18%, Alphabet Class A is doing quite well, up 42.5%, and IBM Corporation is pretty much break even, up 0.33%. And again, just like my materials pie, we have nothing currently in utilities. So one of the main reasons, bar diversification, why I hold 30 stocks overall is to give me always a chance or probability of a chance to always dollar cost average. So effectively there'll always be a company in the red, or there'll be a high chance of it. So for example, let's say if I only invested in Walt Disney on screen here, it's currently up over 40%. So I'll be waiting a very long time, and it might never happen that it will drop below that 40% mark and back into the red. So by having 30 companies, there's always kind of some sectors doing well and others bad. The sectors that are doing well, all well and good. However, if there's a company doing bad, it's nothing to worry about in my opinion as a long-term investor, as effectively it's just giving you a cheaper overall price to buy at. So effectively in the long term, you're actually making more money. So as we didn't invest anything over the last week or so, this is kind of giving me ample opportunity to start dollar cost averaging at the end of this week and towards the start of next week. So I'm going to have a brief look now at what companies I'll be looking into. So as I stated, I'll be probably putting in 300 to 600 euro next week. So I'll be breaking that money up accordingly. Obviously, some of the stocks, if I have more money invested, it depends on the weighting, how much I'll be putting into each of those. But now let's have a quick look through some of my stocks. Again, this will be very brief as we already looked through them. But we can see here in communication services and consumer discretionary, there's currently none in the red, so we're going to leave. In consumer staples, I'll be focusing on PepsiCo and especially P&G, which is down nearly 4.5%. So PepsiCo and P&G will be the two companies from consumer staples. iShares Global Clean Energy, I'm actually going to leave for a while. Now, I would invest further if there was no other companies within my portfolio that were in the red. However, as there is a few in the red currently, if this ETF here is only down pretty much 25 cents, it's not going to be effective for me to dollar cost average here yet unless it goes down more over the next few days. So we're going to leave that. So as of now, all we have so far is the two up here, PepsiCo and P&G. ETFs, we have all in the green. Same with financials. If we go down to the healthcare sector, where Pfizer is down 5.6%, another company, so that's 3 companies so far. Industrials, we're going to leave waste management again unless it gets worse over the next few days. It's only down 0.6%. In real estate, we are in the green. And also in the tech sector, we're in the green. So overall, it's only the 3 companies we're going to be dollar cost averaging in. So we'll probably be getting a few hundred euro into each of those, as there's only 3 in the form of PepsiCo, P&G, and also Pfizer. We then have this week's trade into Hotlist. And again, if you don't know what this is the overall leaderboard in terms of users. So how many users have any of these companies. We can see the top 2 here are electric vehicle in the form of Tesla and NIO. We then have tech companies in the form of Apple and Amazon. And the 5th company here is one where I made a video yesterday. It's a penny stock in the form of Healthier Choice Management. Now it's crazy to see that even I only put about 10 euro in a while ago and it got me over 2,500 shares. So it's actually extraordinary to say you have over 2,500 shares in the company, albeit even if it only equates to about 10 euro overall. So it'll be interesting to see how that company goes over the coming weeks and months. Again, it's kind of no surprise if they're on the main leaderboard that they're the top risers within the last 7 days as well, the same 5 companies. And then if you go into the top fallers over the last day or so, we have GameStop and Nokia. Again, we kind of know the reason why that is the case. And also AMC Entertainment Holdings. And we then have a BlackBerry and Tesla also. Now, that's kind of interesting as obviously it's kind of skewed because Tesla couldn't be one of the top fallers if, let's say, it's up on the leaderboard here at the top as well. So I'm kind of questioning the validity of this overall leaderboard. But anyway, it's quite handy to see these style leaderboards in terms of not even just the top companies, but if you go all the way down, you can get 50 to 100 companies here. So it does give you some kind of ideas in terms of companies to look up and do your own due diligence on. And obviously you shouldn't be using these leaderboards solely as your only kind of means of making decisions for investments. But again, it's handy to see what companies are most popular within Trading 212 users. So that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I just wanted to give you a brief update in terms of how my overall portfolio was doing. We had a look through what my current overall percentage or value of my overall portfolio currently is. We had a look at each of my sectors. We then had a look at how each is performing and what companies I'm going to be buying in the coming days due to currently being in the red, so effectively improving my dollar cost average. We then had a look at this week's Trading 212 Hotlist as well. If you found this video anyway helpful, interesting or entertaining, it'd be much appreciated again if you're new around here, if you would consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, it'd be much appreciated if you would like the video, and if you have any questions, comments or queries, comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you as quick as I can. And finally, one last thing, I just want to say thank you very much as well for the recent support. We're currently on 830 subscribers and it was only about a week ago where we were on 700. So that's huge gain or increase on this channel. So I just want to say thanks very much to everyone again for showing your support. Thanks very much, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video.